Hi, I'm Stuart King, Senior Product Manager at Karbon, and today I'm going to take you through getting set up with our HubSpot integration. The first step is to go into Settings and then into Connected Apps, and you'll see at the top we've got a new section called Karbon Integrations. In here you'll see the tile for the HubSpot integration, and clicking on that you'll see a short description of what the integration does and the invitation to configure the integration. So let's hit Configure. Once we're in the configuration flow, we've got a quick summary, and here we can rename the integration if we want to. For now, we'll leave this as HubSpot Sync, and then moving on to the next page is where we start to connect HubSpot and Karbon to the integration. So we'll connect HubSpot first. I'm already actually logged into HubSpot here. You can see I've got a number of HubSpot accounts, and if I choose my Karbon account here, I'll get a confirmation, and then it'll show me a screen saying that I'm connected. I can close that and return to the integration connection screen, and the next step is to connect Karbon. So this process is very similar. You'll be shown which Karbon tenant you'd like to connect to. In this case, I've only got one Karbon account, so that's at the top there, and there's a quick sort of set of permissions that I can scan and make sure I'm happy with. So if I hit allow access, that'll be very similar. It will take me back through the same process, show me a confirmation screen, and I can drop back into the Karbon integration setup. The first option here is really around getting default countries for phone numbers. In some cases, HubSpot has some quite old records that don't have country codes, and Karbon is quite strict about having country codes for phone numbers. So in this case, we're going to select Australia as our default phone number country code. And we also get the option whether we want to sync all of the existing companies and contacts into Karbon. So if you've got a large number of contacts or you're not quite sure how this is going to look, I'd leave this off for the meantime and step through the next screen where we can sort of configure which particular companies we want coming through into Karbon. On the screen you can see I've got sync companies enabled, and we use the lifecycle stage as how to decide whether the company comes into Karbon. So in this case, I've only chosen the customer lifecycle stage. That's the only one that I want in Karbon. I don't want leads, I don't want prospects, I don't want anyone who's churned. I just want customers. We've also got the opportunity here to add some custom field mapping. So HubSpot has a wealth of custom fields, and I know that many firms rely on these to capture very specific information. Sometimes it's actually even information about the record from Karbon itself. So if we click this, I'm going to set up the client owner email custom field in HubSpot to link to the client owner field in Karbon. And so this will bring the email through, and if it matches one of the users in Karbon, it'll assign that as the client owner. Moving on, we can also choose whether to sync contacts. I'm going to leave contact syncing off for the time being. I just want those company records in, but it works more or less the same way. If we hit finish, that should save our settings, and we'll be dropped back onto the configuration screen, and we know everything's working because we can see the little green tick icon there. So the next step is to get some data from HubSpot into Karbon. You can see here that I've set up a record in HubSpot for wholesale pet supplies. They're based in Sydney in New South Wales in Australia, and you can see that the company owner is set to Stuart King. They've got an annual revenue number, a number of employees, and they've got a number of other custom fields that I've set up. So if we actually look at all of the properties, and we can look at client owner, you can see that I've got a number of fields that are set up here. So if we head back to the contact, we know this won't sync with Karbon because we've specifically selected that we're only going to sync customers, and this is the lifecycle stage of lead. So if we actually change that to a customer and we save that record, that data should now be being sent through to Karbon in real time. Jumping back into Karbon, you can see that I've gone to the organizations page and run a quick search for wholesale pet supplies. So if I click on that wholesale pet supplies result, you can see that the integration created that a short time ago, and all of the details that we put in that record have come through. So let's have a look at the Details tab and see what we can see. On the Details tab, you can see that the names come through. Obviously, we knew that because we searched for it just before, along with a short description there indicating where the records come from. It was the integration that pulled that detail through into Karbon. If we scroll down a bit further, we can see that the annual revenue figures come through along with the country of origin. And if you remember, I set that client owner as myself. And so that client owner has been assigned as well from the details in HubSpot. If at any stage you decide that you do need to disconnect to the integration or do need to reconfigure the integration, you can always head back to the settings page and then to connected apps and then to Karbon integrations. And there you'll see that same tile that we set up before. If you click on the tile, you can either choose reconfigure, or if you need to, you can deactivate the integration. So in this case, I'll deactivate the integration, and that'll stop data syncing altogether. All I need to do is type delete, and that'll remove it. Equally, if I do want to reconfigure the integration, perhaps I want to include other lifecycle stages to sync, or there's more custom properties that I want to map to some of those other Karbon fields, I can step back through that process and either add, remove, alter any of those settings. So I may even choose to just temporarily turn off the syncing of companies. Perhaps there's some data that I want to import into HubSpot, or I want to clean up some data and I don't want anything to sync. So I could do that without losing my settings and just leave the integration there but inactive. Once I'm happy with the settings that I've changed, in this case we'll maybe add opportunity and evangelist as lifecycle stages we wish to sync, I can hit next, step through to the contact sync properties, and I can make any changes there, and then finally I can finish, and that once again save the configuration. That gets updated in the background and your data will continue to sync from HubSpot as long as that integration is active. So enter details, address, phone number, that'll all come through